Hey everyone, this is Fever Host with tabletvideos.info and androidtablets.net. A few days ago I became a proud owner of the Motorola Xoom 4G with Verizon. This tablet put me back $599, plus I got the $35 a month package, which comes with 3 gigabytes, and it's a 2-year data package. The reason why I say that this is a 4G Xoom is it's going to be upgraded. What you have to do is you have to send this back to Motorola on behalf of Verizon. They basically give you the package and they'll ship it out for you. And I think in about 6 days they will send it back to you, and this will now be 4G compatible. Since I purchased this from the Verizon store, I was actually able to walk out of the store with this tablet, and I've been playing around with it ever since. Well, some of the things I want to get to first are the physical attributes of this tablet, which I have to admit is quite amazing. First off, this is a very nice 10.1 inch capacitive multi-touch tablet. Now, I downloaded a piano app, and I was able to use 5 fingers all at the same time on this tablet. So this is not just a 2-touch multi-touch screen. This is actually 5-touch and could possibly be even more. The Xoom screen is quite impressive in my opinion. It's a very bright screen, and because of the processor and RAM, the visual aspects of this tablet is really good. Now what you want to do now is look at the actual tablet. So what I'm going to do is take this down and show you some of the physical aspects of this. What we have here is a micro, not mini, a micro USB port. Now this is only used for connecting your tablet to your computer. You cannot charge the Motorola Xoom with this micro USB port, and I did have some trouble with this at first, and I'll address this in an upcoming video. I'll basically tell you what happened and how I fixed it. Okay, next we have an HDMI slot, and we have a very small little power cord right over here. Now on the left side of this tablet you have your very standard volume up and volume down, which is right here. Turning to the right, there's actually nothing on the right side of this tablet. And at the top of the tablet you have a very standard 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Now on the back of this tablet you have 2 speakers, and these are stereo speakers. You have a 5 megapixel back-facing camera. You have a flash capability, and you have your power on and off right back here. Now, turning this tablet to the front, you have a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, which is right over here. And this is mostly used for webcam. You can also do it to take self-portraits. Now, to further give some more detail on the physical aspects of this tablet, this screen is 1280 by 800 resolution, and the actual tablet weighs about 730 grams. This has a little bit of weight to it. I'm holding right next to it. This is an iPad 8-inch, and the Xoom might weigh a little bit more, but not less. I mean, you can kind of see the difference of the height here, 8-inch, 10-inch, etc. So it's a little bit heavy, but you got to remember, this is a 10.1 inch tablet. Now, before I jump into the visual aspects of this tablet, I want to give you a quick breakdown on the specifications that are under the hood of the Xoom. For starters, this is running Android 3.0.1. Why it's 0.1 is I've already included the 10.2 flash update. So this is the infamous Honeycomb Android operating system. Now, since this tablet was built exclusively, since the operating system was built exclusively for this tablet, it runs great. It operates a lot better than Android 2.2 does on tablets. This Xoom runs an NVIDIA Tegra 2 1 GHz dual processor, and it comes with 1 GB of RAM. This tablet also supports 3D graphics, and it plays them quite well, actually. There are a few stock 3D games on this tablet, and when I downloaded a couple more from Google's Marketplace, they all ran without any problems. The other feature of this tablet is it comes with GPS and Bluetooth, and there's a 32 GB of memory. Okay, now that we have the physical attributes of the Motorola Xoom, let's jump into the visual aspects of this tablet. I'm going to turn this tablet on, and I'm kind of going to walk you through the process of what happens, so bear with me a second while I hit the button here to turn this guy on. Okay, there we go. Basically says dual core on here. So let's load this up here. Takes about a minute for the tablet to fully load up. One of the cool things about this tablet is when you turn it off, it actually turns off very, very quickly. It literally takes about 5 seconds. So, okay, so any second we're going to start seeing the honeycomb graphics. They're going to start to come up. Eventually, there we go. Okay. I do want to tell you, when this screen does fully come up, this is not the stock live wallpaper that usually comes with this tablet. I actually installed the Matrix 2 wallpaper. So it looks a little bit different when I load this up. One of the things you can see, I don't know if the video quality of this video gives it enough credit, but this is actually an extremely good screen. So basically what you do to unlock this is you have your unlock button here, and basically you just have to move it outside the circle. So we're just going to move outside the circle, and immediately the screen comes up here. Out of the 10 live wallpapers that I used, 9 of them worked really good. One of them kept crashing, which incidentally was the Matrix 3 wallpaper. The rest worked great. There were no hiccups. Didn't have any problems. Honeycomb comes with 5 standard windows. You have your main window here, and then you have 2 to the left, and you have 2 to the right. Now, at the right of the tablet, you have, over here, you have your app section. Mind you, I'm doing this upside down and backwards. So you have your app section, which will load all your apps. And then what you also do is you have your live wallpaper section, your settings that you can go between. You can add app shortcuts, you can add wallpapers, you can add all the other stuff, all that kind of stuff from there. Okay. Another really cool aspect of Honeycomb is that you have the always present home, back, and your windows, which is kind of neat. Since Honeycomb is a dual core processor, a 1 GHz at that, you can load several windows, numerous windows actually, on this tablet and be able to navigate through the windows without really have to shut anything down. You don't need Advanced Task Manager or Killer. A lot of people say you don't need it to begin with, but you definitely don't need it with this tablet. You can run quite a lot of apps on this thing without having a single problem. So anyways, you got the 5 standard windows. Let's go to the app section real quick. Here under the app section you have 7 apps that go on width, and you have 5 apps that go down. Now if you slide to the right, you have more apps over here, and then eventually you have more. You can keep on going. So that's kind of a cool feature here. Down on the bottom right here, we do have a couple other little things. What we do is way down here we have your clock, we have your Wi-Fi on and off, and we have your power meter here. I've heard you can get up to 10 hours on this battery. I used the tablet for about 8 hours a day, almost continuously, and it still didn't die. There's a little less than half battery life, so this thing lasted a really long time. I also have a weather indicator down here because I installed WeatherBug as an app. So a couple other aspects of this tablet is we can hit the home button and go straight back. On the left side of the tablet over here, you have the Google search and the Google Voice Navigator search, which is kind of cool. And we can actually do a quick demo. We can actually load that up right now and see how it works. What we're going to do is Android tablets. And Google's going to load up the browser. And of course, the first listing is going to be, which you probably can't see, but anyways, it's AndroidTablets.net. So at this point, let's go to the settings so we can see what this thing is really running and get a better visual aspect. So I actually moved the settings app to the main home screen here. So we're going to load this up and check out some of the settings. It's pretty basic. You have your wireless and networks up here. You can turn off your Wi-Fi. You can enable your 3G and eventually 4G connection. And you can also set this tablet up as a hotspot, which is kind of neat. Next over here you have your sound. You have your screen, location, and security. Your applications, your accounts, privacy, storage, the 32 gigabytes. Let's click on that real quick. And 32 gigs running on this thing. You have language and input, accessibility, date and time, about the tablet. On here, you can see that this is running Android 3.0.1, and this comes with a Flash 10.2 update. You got your model number and your build number, which is HRI66. And you can also go to the battery status, and this will show the battery level. This will show the MDM, MIN, and that's just Verizon stuff to get the 4G and 3G access. From here, let's check out some of the quick apps. You could probably see a little bit better than me just going through the screens here. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to run the ever so popular Angry Birds, just to kind of give you a feeling of how this works on this tablet. I also got the voice, the sound enabled, so you can probably hear the sound going. So we're going to go to play and go level 10. Since this is a multi-touch, you can drag this down and fire away. So this does run pretty good. There's no problems here. I'm actually pretty good at this game, but I'm playing this upside down, so it probably doesn't look like I am. So anyways, let's get out of that. So Angry Birds runs good, and there's also a not sure if it's stock. I don't remember if I downloaded it or not, but there's a game on here that is a Air Attack HD Part 1. This is a 3D graphics game. And I'll turn this thing like this. And this plays games pretty well. I've been playing this today. Mine is completely upside down, but as you can see, you can really move around quite well. I can only imagine how bad this would actually run on a resistive screen. It probably does not run well at all. I couldn't imagine playing this, but on this multi-touch capacitive screen, and the processor being so good and having so much RAM, this thing runs flawlessly. This thing runs really, really good. Now, mind you, I'm just going back and forth because I'm playing this upside down. I'm actually just watching the screen on the video, but yeah, this one runs quite well. So we're going to go back to the home screen and move this back over. And we've got a few more apps on here. Let's load up the Marketplace, because the Marketplace looks a little bit different on Honeycomb than it does on Android 2.2 or 2.3 tablets. Basically what you have here is you have a section dedicated to Android tablets. So we can go up here and, right now it's kind of it's kind of crappy. I think there's only 50 maybe tablets, or I'm sorry, apps that are made for tablets. I'm sure they're going to start expanding that quite quickly, but right now there's just 50. But that's okay. We can install other apps from different versions of 2.2 and whatnot. A few more apps we have on here are, let's see, let's go back to here. We have the Google Maps, which is kind of neat, and this is the updated version of Google Maps, and from here we can use the multi-touch to zoom in and zoom out. So quick features of that, so we can zoom in, zoom out. We can also move around, which is kind of cool. We can use the two-finger touch and actually scroll, slant. We can slant this a little bit, which is kind of neat. So we can slant that, then we can actually move in if we want to turn the image around, and all this moves quite quickly. As you can see, I can really zoom in quick, zoom out quick, move around, all that kind of fun stuff. So Google Maps works really well on this. One of the things I wanted to check out on here is the Android tablets.net app, and of course this runs on here without any problems. As you can see, there we go, Android tablets.net, no problems here at all. And now that we got a couple windows open, I can kind of show you the feature of this. So basically what we have here is we have all our windows that are open, and you can easily toggle between all of those. And if you don't want to do that, just go back to your home, and home loads back up. So this is basically a very quick little demonstration of the Motorola Xoom and how it interacts. This is definitely an extremely good capacitive screen, easily the best I've ever used, but it should be. It's a $600 tablet. This thing is not cheap. I bought this primarily for work because I do work in the tech field. I'm a marketing manager for an online lead generation company, so I do go out in the field a lot, and I do access our data center and talk to our tech guys and do all that kind of stuff. So I need something on the go that I can use. So, but you know, quick little thing. We got a little camera coming up here. I'm actually shooting back at the video shooting myself, but this is the 5 megapixel. It works quite good. It does have a nice flash capability to brighten things up. So anyways, this is the Motorola Xoom, and I'm going to create a follow-up video to explain what happened and why I had troubles connecting the micro USB cable to my computer. But anyways, this is a Motorola Xoom. This is the 4G, well, it's going to be 4G version from Verizon that I paid $600 for. And once again, I'm Fever Host with tabletvideos.info, and on behalf of AndroidTablets.com, and also please check out my newest website, which is 2011androidtablets.com.